everybody, welcome to Dragon Grip Show. Today we're going to be talking about the Beta Band 3 EPs. Man, there's a lot to tackle on this one. I really don't even know where to start, so I'm just going to try. This is the highest level of the game, okay? This was Beatles level. This was Revolver level. This was Sgt. Pepper's level. When I first heard it, one of my best friends, I can remember exactly where I was when he was playing it for me all those years ago, and he put it on, and at first I didn't know, on Dry the Rain. It was on Dry the Rain. And I started listening to it. I don't know if we played it once or twice. It's a long song, and then at some point I'm like, wait, this must be what it would be like hearing Hey Jude or A Day in the Life for the first time back in the day, and knowing you were in full flight with the best music ever made. I can't put words to it. If you know Dry the Rain, then you know what I'm talking about. And if you've never heard it, do yourself a favor, son, and go get educated right now, dude. Right now. Go get educated, okay? It went back to it was modern, but it was, I guess you could say it was 60s. It was indie. It was everything, and still is. I've heard this song a trillion times, okay? And the power of it is just unbelievable. Now, the 3 EPs was a collection of 3 EPs that the Beta Band had released in the mid-90s. And I want to say that they really were becoming the band that were dazzling the musical elite of London. And then the world would soon find about it afterwards. They say, and I agree with it, if you listen to Oasis Standing on the Shoulder of Giants, Go Let It Out. This is Noel Gallagher in his Beta Band stage. You can hear it. You can hear it with the acoustic guitars and the bass line or whatever. And that's a dope jam. There is no doubt that is a dope jam. And actually, I've been listening to Standing a little bit, and it's a little bit better than I remember, but that's for another episode. And that song, the whole thing is pretty good. Dry the Rain scales heights in music, the highest heights that you can scale in music. The highest heights. There is no higher in music, in my opinion. And there's another song in there called Inner Meet Me, which is almost as good as Dry the Rain. I mean, it's basically as good. It's basically, dude, that's the other jam that is just like, dude, what is this? It's got the Steve Miller sample. It's got, dude, again, it was a new style of music. It was a new form. It was beyond cool. And again, it's just the most ridiculous music. Now, I went to the show, and Beck was there. Yeah, Beck was there checking it out, right? And dude, he's like, dude, I need to go see these boys and see what's going on. All right, let's get into this cover. It's just dope. It's just dope. Now, maybe it looks like kind of a standard indie pastiche a la Pavement. And I wonder if these guys were listening to Polvo. They have this record called Today's Active Lifestyles, and I think there's a little bit of a similar vibe going on that. Maybe that was an influence. I don't know. That's a dope record, by the way, too. That thing needs to be put on an episode quick. But what it is, as I said before, this is made up of 3 EPs. And as you've probably seen before in the video, there was 3 of them. There was Champion Versions, there was the Patty Patty sound, and there was Los Amigos del Beta Bandidos. And what's dope is on the cover, there's that tiger, that kind of dynamite thing, and that star. And then if you look at the sleeve for all the EPs, it's all represented in those 3 EPs, those 3 things, and then it comes back here on the cover. I don't know what kind of plan they had rocking on this, but it's impressive. It really is impressive. And I think the piece de resistance of the whole thing, though, is that photograph in those Bandito outfits. Like, dude, that's cool. That's just really cool. I just really like every way they did this, and the cover and the art matches the music and the vibe, and there's not a lot of dope going on like this anymore. There just really isn't, and if there is, I want to know about it, but I don't think there is. There's something about the Beta Band that is, for me, that I always feel like there was, I don't know, that the full promise of that band was never fulfilled. When the Beta Band, so the 3 EPs came out, and then they released their proper debut of it. I don't even know, does it have a title? I don't know. And I remember when when that record was coming out, I know for me and my group of friends, we were like waiting for like the second coming of the Stone Roses. It's like, okay, here it is. Let's go. Let's get ready to do this. It's about to happen, and we got it, and it was like, it just fell flat. I don't know one song. I never listened to that record ever. I don't even know if I got past the first couple songs. And there's one time I enjoyed that record. I remember it was one night we were partying, and I was experiencing a different state of consciousness. Let's leave it at that. And I was like, this is dope. Beta Band released a couple other records, and I listened to a couple of them, but could never get into them. And maybe I didn't give it the appropriate amount of time. For all I know, they've been releasing straight masterpieces. For all I know, the first record is the greatest record ever made. I do know this. They got there on this one, and that's all that counts.